Greetings one and all, we are back with some more quick Konar Slayer. We're on episode 5 now, we've already had 5 of these bad boys pumped out. I did mention in the first episode that I wanted to create like actual proper Slayer guides eventually. I'll be picking one of the 5 monsters we did throughout the episodes and I'll do like a proper guide on it. In the future, if this ever gets a little bit more views, a little more attention, then I might have, like some voting or something, whichever one does the best, whatever has the most views, then I'll do like a proper guide on that one. So with that out of the way, we can start on our current task right now, which is Drake's in the Karuulm Slayer dungeon. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce anything in RuneScape, really. I've never had to say any of these words out loud, and now that I have to, I feel like I'm not saying it right, I don't know. Alrighty, moving right along to what gear we're going to be bringing for the Drake task. There are many different ways you can go with Drakes. I've opted for max strength basically. We're going to use the strength gear in conjunction with some inventory items, which I'll explain in just a second. We'll basically be able to shred right through those Drake boys. It won't be much of an issue, even with the damage we're taking. On top of that, something to be aware of is that while you're in the Karuulm dungeon, you have to have one of 3 different boots on. There's the granite boots, the brimstone boots, and the boots of stone. I believe the granite boots are the best one if you're going for melee, so that's why we're bringing those. The only way you wouldn't need them is if the elite Kebos diaries were done, then you can go in that dungeon without any special boots. And beyond that, the Drakes actually do dragonfire damage, and you'll notice we don't have a DFS or anything like that. That is something you could take if you're worried about it. There is a way to avoid the dragonfire damage, which I'll talk about later in the video as well. We're just bringing the dragon defender for maximum, attack bonuses. Also, Drakes are not weak to stab damage as you might think for most dragons, so that's why we're able to take the whip over the Hosta or something like that. But the Dragon Lance is definitely better because they're still considered Drakes, so the Dragon Lance will still do a lot more damage over a whip. As for our inventory setup, we're going to be bringing quite a bit of stuff here. We're going to have our Guthans just to help heal a little bit. If you don't have Guthans, you're definitely going to need to bring more food. You're going to need to bank more. So basically with my gear and this setup, I'm not going to have to bank whatsoever throughout the the Slayer task. We're not going to have to bank at all. On top of the Guthans, we'll have 2 mana rays just for emergency situations. We have ourselves a super combat potion, a extended anti-fire. This is really just a little bit of insurance right here. It's not entirely necessary. Have a few prayer potions. You might need more or less depending on your prayer level and how long you stay there. The bone crusher is not necessary, but I just don't feel like collecting the bones. I'm like, I might as well get some XP for it, See, the Drake drop table also includes gems, herbs, and seeds, so I'll bring all of those containers with me. Like I said, they're not entirely necessary, but because I don't want to bank it all, I'm going to bring basically anything I can to hold extra stuff I'll be getting. I have alkables in the alk bag, and a teleport out after we're done or just for emergencies. See, there aren't a ton of ways to get to the dungeon over here. Say the most popular method is definitely to use the Radha's Blessing 3, which will teleport you right to the summit. Other than that, there is a fairy ring right there that will take you very close. You can go to the farming guild right here, or even if you have the Zarek talisman to whatever this is pronounced, then you can run all the way left. You know what? We actually need a spec weapon too. I forgot to grab that out of the bank. Well, it looks like I need to go to the GE real quick to get my Ceridome and God Sword back. Okay, after selling half my bank, I have the God Sword back, so we can get to the task. So I guess I should mention when you come into the dungeon, you have to go to the path to the right and take the staircase to the 2nd level to get to the Drakes. Yeah, they'll be right up here at the north end of the 2nd level. Alright, so basically what we're going to be doing here is praying from ranged attacks and then just tanking all the melee hits he throws our way. So Drakes can actually use some dragonfire attacks here. They'll shoot out a little like spitball of fire, and then once it hits the ground you're standing on, it'll deal a whole lot of damage to you. You can completely negate the damage by drinking an extended anti-fire and by using a DFS or something like that. As I said, the extended anti-fire really isn't necessary, it's just some insurance in case I do mess up and get hit by it. So you're right there, that is the attack you have to watch out for. You just have to move out from under the square it was fired on, and then you'll be completely fine. So that is basically it. As long as you pay attention, you don't get hit by that, then these things are actually pretty AFKable, honestly. And they got some nice drops on top of it, so we should make a little bit of profit. I'm expecting a decent profit here. I guess I'll kill 100 more and I'll see you guys at the end. Alright, another Slayer task in the books. I actually had to bank once, so I'm not too happy about that because I was expecting to stay the whole time. That did actually take quite a bit of time, so I'm curious to see how much money I got from that. 600k. I mean, for how much time it took, I actually don't think it was worth it. Honestly, I might actually block Drake task in the future. But we did get 1 key, so we can add another 75k to that. Okay. I guess we could add even more money to this if we saved all the Drake bones from that. It was like 110, I believe, so we could have made some more money, but this is alright. It's not bad. And with that, we are at the end of the video. So if you have any burning questions about Slayer, or RuneScape in general, feel free to ask me. I'm always down to answer some questions and talk about RuneScape. Hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.